Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, into your journey, guys, of this twin flame in the collective. Okay, now I'm doing this reading after the full moon. I think it happened on the 24th, 23rd, 24th, called as the Thunder Moon, and so, whatever the energies will be showing up in here will be absolutely influencing your journey after this moon cycle, okay? Because every full moon brings about a change, could be visible to you, may not be visible to you, but there is a change. It could be a subtle change, it could be a dramatic change, it can be a change of any kind. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Now, this time around, I'm doing this reading a little bit different to give it more of a clarity, if you might call that as what it is. But yeah, we'll do that. But in the pre-shuffle, I did see the star card from this deck, from the word oracle, so which is talking about providence. In your case, talking about a wish fulfillment, talking about providence, talking about your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, all that you have towards this journey. So there is something, a change, a cycle, a shift in the universe that like I said, you might see it, you might not see it, you might feel it, you might feel it more than other people, depending. It's all depending on your karma, on your planetary positions as well for each twin, right? But what I'm going to call out from this deck in here, guys, will be the overall energy, right? Not just for one person here, not just for the DM or the DF. It'll be for this journey. Okay, the overall collective energy in this twin flame connection here. Wow, it's beautiful. Wow. Huh. We have the warrior of the heart. Okay. Now, guys, this is a new deck, so I'm going to make a little bit of an effort here to look into the real meaning, because I don't want to give you something that will not be the right interpretation, right? So it's better to know this, what we are talking. So this overall message here for both of you guys is the warrior of the heart, right? Which is talking about being the radiant spirit of the warrior of light. So they are telling you, both guys, both twins, they are telling you to be impeccable in all your actions. No matter what others believe, the Creator always knows the truth. So this isn't the time to be timid and pull back. Immense courage is filling you. Throw your shoulders back, step forward, and take a risk. Be willing to live life from your heart rather than your mind. Honor your truth. Speak up for yourself. Beautiful message, guys. Beautiful message. That's what I said. I'm going to, because a new deck takes a little while for us as readers to get a hang of the messages. So if I'm using something brand new, I would rather look into the whole situation than giving you some kind of a different message, right? So they are telling you, take a risk, both of you. It's time. You're the warrior of your heart. Listen to everything around you. Take a risk. Throw back your shoulder and walk tall. Both of you guys, right? And let's see what this deck in here tells us what is the message with the warrior of the heart condition here. Beautiful message, guys. I'm proud of you. Warrior of the heart. Look at the title. Wonderful. What is the message you have for us here? Workshops and seminars. Okay. Huh. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to both teaching and learning. So it could be that both you guys are in some kind of workshop, some kind of seminar, doing a collective, coming together, attending the same spiritual path for the same purpose, right? So, and maybe both of you guys are individually doing it. It can be anything. It can be anything. But at the same time, both you guys, both the twins, are in that position of authority where they are open to both teaching and learning. This could be through workshops and seminars. This could be through your own understanding. This could be through spiritual books. This could be through any kind of mentor, spiritual message, teacher, anybody with whom you're coming in contact with or will come in contact with will absolutely give you that power to follow your dreams. Both you guys, right? So it is the time of the year. It is the time of the year because see, the earth angel, beautiful. You are a light worker who has come to earth to teach about love. So yeah, both of you guys are light workers. That's why you're a twins. That's why the star card showed up, right? Because it is coming together of the twins from Providence. That's what I would like to say. So wherever you guys have been stuck in your own life, whatever has not really pushed your heart towards this teaching and learning, because this whole journey, like I said before, the whole journey of this twin flame is nothing what the 3D world knows about love and this and that. No. This is not a Bollywood or Hollywood romantic film. This is way beyond that. This is a complete spiritual and divine gift to both people here, or to two people here who have come on this planet to teach others, to show others what in reality this journey has been for them. So the twins have come here not to just only have a sacred union, build a family, have children, right? They have a bigger purpose. You guys have a bigger purpose. And your bigger purpose is something that you'll have to understand is already starting to happen. Because the more you guys are open to learning, to receiving, teaching, the more enhanced and enlightened you are becoming in your soul consciousness. Right? So this is the time, this is the full moon energy, after which this full moon energy is taking you guys, both you guys, on a different path altogether. It's taking you towards your spiritual path. It's taking you towards your spiritual understanding. It's taking you towards a different road, which is the merger, which is where both people, both twins, are coming from their individual places of their 3D learning. And now the universe is slowly bringing them together on the same spiritual path. right? So this is what is happening in this journey as we move forward in this connection with you and me as a reader. Okay, now we'll go into the energy first of the divine masculine, and then we will delve into the divine feminine's energy. The reason I've chosen this two decks in here is only because I want to see if what and where is the mirroring effect for both the twins, if at all it's happening here, right? Because this attending and giving speeches is a part of your spiritual path and purpose. So that is what they're saying. Stand tall. Listen to yourself. Understand where your energy is taking you. Be brave. Be brave to follow your heart desire. Both you guys, right? Nobody can stop you because you're coming to that point of your higher consciousness in here. Okay. So first we dig into the divine masculine, right? This will be the deck for the divine masculine, and simultaneously we will do the divine feminine's energy check as well. Both together will happen here. I'll cut the deck, as I said before, only once, right? And then it will be the messages, whatever is going to show up in this reading. Warrior of the Heart, guys, congratulations. Both you guys had been sitting in a place, not letting your heart open to learning, to receiving, to understanding the spiritual journey. This is where universe is like, this is the time. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Okay. So both the decks have been cut once, and we'll go in for the questions and receive our answers, guys. Okay. The first one, the mind. As we always do, the mind energy for the divine masculine, the mind energy for the divine feminine. Next is the feeling or the heart. The heart energy for the divine masculine. Remember, it's the warrior of the heart, so heart will be important here, okay? And the heart energy for the divine feminine. How each twin sees the connection. How does the divine masculine see this connection from his perspective? How does the divine feminine see this connection from her perspective? What is the message of the divine masculine for you, divine feminine? What's the message in here for you? What's the message from the divine feminine to the divine masculine here? What is the challenge for the divine masculine? What is the challenge? What is the challenge for the divine feminine? What is the hope for the divine masculine? The hope. What is the hope for the divine feminine? The overall energy of the divine masculine here. The overall energy of the divine feminine here. All right. The Two of Wands for the divine masculine. Let's see the divine feminine. The Seven of Swords. Interesting. Okay, we'll see this. We'll check it later. Okay, but there is something, this energy is telling me that there is somebody in this learning part, as I was talking to you. This learning part for both you guys with this Two of Wands is the desiring that change. And to me, it looks like the divine masculine is highly desiring that change. And the divine feminine is in that Seven of Swords energy, more so I'm getting, because she is not really um, she's not really certain if the divine masculine is kind of doing the right thing, right? I mean, she's still, um, because she's looking behind her. See, the problem over here with the divine feminine, first I'm going to talk about this and I'll move here. What I'm getting out of the Seven of Sword energy, that she's not being able to forgive and forget her past with this man here. So every time there is something that is happening, right, or that trigger effect is happening, she's looking back at what happened in the past in this relationship, what this man has been doing. Is he trying to sneak back into her life? Is he trying to come back into her life with that same energy that he had before? Is he still playing is he still playing on his wrong intentions that he had before with her? Right? So this is the ongoing process for the divine feminine. She's not getting what I'm trying to say, the trust issue has been severely affected, is more what I'm getting. Whereas the divine masculine, what I'm getting here, guys, is trying to manifest the change of his own quality that he is now changing. He's trying to intuitively make her understand that I'm not the same person anymore. Really, even though I have not moved, even though I have not shown you any kind of action as of now, but please understand that I'm changing myself. Right? Please learn to trust me, because this is, again, he knows that this is a trust issue between the twins here right now that's going on, because every time the divine feminine thinks about the divine masculine, there is that, the trigger point. Has he changed? Can I trust him? Or will he come back and sneak back into my life again doing the same thing? So she's in that energy where she is not really getting hold of any clarity in her, because she's refusing to open herself in order to receive back a new energy. So for her, what I'm getting, she's very much perplexed and confused. She's not being able to even trust her own instinct here with regards to what happened. While the divine masculine is like, can you please understand that I'm changing? I desire that change in myself. Yes, I am being a little bit slow in my manifestation with my intuition, but it's that energy that I'm learning to understand myself even better, of what I have done with you in the past, and I don't want to repeat that mistake again. So yes, I am being slow. I'm still at the crossroad. I'm learning a lot of things. I'm understanding, gaining more clarity about my own situation, right? Spiritually, I'm growing. Mentally, I'm more stable in my own self, where I can see and envision some of the things that I want to do in the future. And there could be a friend or some kind of a person who behind him is guiding him, or it could be that a mentor is present in his life who is probably telling him, okay, this is the direction, this is what you need to do, that is what you have to do. Some kind of guidance is being given to this man in here from whatever source that is happening. So yeah, this is the energy, coming up, and we'll see again. Now let's delve into the mind space of the divine masculine first. Okay, let's delve into the mind space first. Let's see what the mind talks about right now for the divine masculine. The wheel. Wow, major, guys. Major. So the mind is like, I had enough of the old karma. It's time for a change. It's time for a change. I want that abundance in my life. I want the change, because somewhere the wheel has not been moving for this man in terms of his own situation, right? And that is where this planning is in effect. This planning is in effect because of this reason, and the divine feminine still doesn't know about it, but she is again in that energy that because she doesn't know is more so what I'm getting, she's still very much in doubt about this whole situation here. Okay, so the wheel is completely a change of time, a change of destiny, whatever the old karma, the mind is saying enough is enough. Enough is enough, right? So I need a change of my fortune. I need a change of my destiny. I need a change of my whole scenario here. So the mind energy is talking about a change, basically. A change in the real world, a change in the material world, a change of his perspective in the spiritual realm, right? Everything. It's a change. It's a change of cycle. The key, solutions, intelligence. Yeah. He is trying to unlock the secret to this change. He's trying to find a solution. He's being very intelligent at this point. He's also sometimes being a genius, getting a lot of clarity and insight into this old karma and some beginning of some new karma in his life. So the key is still here. The key is the one that he is searching for in the mind. What is the best possible? Which key should I use to open the door to this change? Basically, is the mind talking about that, right? So this is the whole. It's like he's trying to break free from the old karmic path, the old karma, the old karmic relationships he had with people in general. Everything. Everything that was something that he doesn't want anymore in the mind. So the mind is changing towards a better time. The mind is more open to understanding. The mind is more open to a lot of insight. Like I said, the warrior of the heart, speeches, learning, teaching, there is a lot of clarity. Lot of clarity, lot of spiritual clarity. More so is what is coming back into the mind of the divine masculine in here. Let's look at the mind energy of the divine feminine. What's the mind energy? The Five of Cups. Yeah. See, I told you, because she's still in that Seven of Sword energy. So the mind is very disturbed for the divine feminine. Yeah, she still feels that she has been left out in the cold, right? And that she's drowning in apathy. The mind is drowning in apathy of what has happened before. That's why the Seven of Sword, the moment I saw it, I'm like, oh God, no. Right? So the mind for the divine feminine is drowning in apathy because she's also in regret of the time that has gone by in her life. She's in regret of the time that, has gone and she won't be able to bring it back. I mean, that time has left her where they had those two beautiful cups standing, right? But all the divine masculine did in her life was create more sorrow and pain. And that in the mind is still very much, very, very much lingering. Divine feminine. Very much lingering. Lot of regret, guys. Lot of regret in the mind. You're drowning. Let's look at the Five of Cups. Lot of disappointment. And the disappointment is more because of this reason that the time. I think what it is the time the divine feminine feels that she cannot capture or recapture anymore. There has been a lot of time that has just been wasted in her mind, right? And that is where she is feeling that grief and that regret that this journey was such a beautiful journey, but because of whatever happened, such a lot of regret is still continuing in the mind, where she's feeling that baggage. That it's a cursed journey. She's a lot of guilt. There is a lot of shame in her. There is a lot of regret for whatever this man has done and whatever has happened. Right? Yeah. Yeah. She's carrying a lot of burdens in her mind. That what is telling me, guys, that this could also be a good sign or a omen that things are now changing. You will have to understand, divine feminine, that things are going to change for you, even though you might not believe what I'm saying to you right now. But that is what the message is from the albatross, right? That you might be feeling cursed, you could be feeling guilty, some of you could be feeling shameful, of this whole situation of whatever happened, right? There could be a lot of regret, but there is a reason. That's what they're trying to tell you. It could be a good sign that some of you guys are going through this energy, means that this energy has been also a learning lesson for you with the 5. So it could be an omen in your case too, divine feminine, where you're coming to the point of understanding, or you will realize in the mind that whatever happened here, there was a reason behind it. That's what they are trying to tell you. There was a reason behind this whole scenario that had been going on in this journey. Let's look at the feelings, the heart. What is the heart talking about in the case of the divine masculine? What's the heart? The 6 of Swords. Yeah. The heart wants to recapture back everything. Let me tell you. There is a transition in the heart. That's the transition, the warrior of the heart. So for the divine masculine, he is very much, the heart energy is where he wants to leave the old baggage of that shame, the guilt that he has put his divine feminine into, and wants to take her away from all that bad stuff that happened here. He knows the divine feminine is still in that energy where she has not been able to completely forgive and forget the situation. So his heart is like, I want to let that go. Let us move out. And he's telling that from his heart to both you. I mean, it's a message. It's like what I'm getting. It's a combined message that he is portraying to you that, it's okay, whatever happened. But here I am from my heart. I want to make things right. I really want to make things right for you, Divine Femme. I want to invite you back into my life, and let's move together into the next phase of our journey. Right? So his heart is in the process of this change or this transition, as I would like to say it here. Let's look at the 6 of Swords. Please talk to me about the 6 of Swords here. It's a beautiful energy. Like this guy, the divine masculine, is like, I'm ready. My heart is ready. Okay, this is also the message I'm getting. My heart is ready to receive you back, because I know I have put you through a lot of pain, lot of guilt that I have gone through. I have blamed you, right? I have blamed you for whatever has happened in my life somewhere earlier, and I have put you through a lot of shame, for which I feel extremely sorry of whatever has happened. But my heart is ready to welcome you back in my life. Beautiful magnet, see? Longing, the desire, the attraction, the seduction, this charm. Holy guys, you'll never fail to amaze me. Okay, so this man is going through this entire process of change in his heart space here. Beautiful. Like this connection for him today, it's a magnet. Like I told you, I think this magnet showed up in the last reading. I don't remember in which placement, but it did show up, I remember. Right? So this is that yearning from the heart. When are you going to come? There could be a distance right now between the two of you. A physical distance. That's what even I'm getting. There could be a physical distance. That is the physical distance is waiting to, like come back. Come back as quickly as you can. I'm ready to receive you back from my heart. So some of you guys could be at a physical distance from each other right now, geographically, right? So that could be on another part that his heart is crying out for you, Divine Femme. Totally. Believe you me. What's your heart energy, Divine Femme? Let's see your heart energy here, the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're also waiting for that. You are also waiting for that moment to come. Your heart is open too. You have been able to remove a lot of obstructions from your heart in order to welcome back a new era, a new start. Your heart is received a lot of wisdom and knowledge. And you're waiting for that moment. You know the ship is coming into your harbor. You're waiting for that moment to travel back to the man who is waiting for receiving you, is waiting to receive you back from the heart. And you're waiting for that too, Divine Femme, in the heart space with the Three of Wands. You want this time to go by very quickly. You really want. You're letting your worries out of your head, of your mind, of your heart. More so from your heart. You're letting it all go. You're like, I don't need that. Let my heart be open. I want to welcome back my change. I want to welcome back a change in my environment as well. For you, Divine Femme. Let's look at the Three of Wands here. You're clearing your heart. See the mask. Yeah. That's why this. Oh my God, guys, you'll never fail to amaze me. See the mask and the mice. Yeah, this was your obstruction. This is where the Seven of Swords energy. Right in the beginning, I told you, Divine Femme, that you guys. That's why the mind is, in that energy where, like I said, it could be a burden. It could be a omen. It could be a curse, it could also be a good omen, or whatever happened in here. But in the heart, this is the obstruction because you are still not being able to believe this man who had been wearing the mask, who had been in that persona of misrepresenting himself with you, that created in your life a lot of anxiety, lot of stress, lot of restlessness, lot of loss. Like somewhere you feel that you have lost out on a lot of things because of this man's disguise, who was an impersonator, who was doing a theatrical performance in front of you, but not telling you the truth, that created a lot of loss and theft of emotions. For some could be money, for some could be time. Lot of stress that reduced your energy level, brought you down, right? Brought you down because of all this. Now, in the heart space, you're telling yourself, let it all go. I don't want that energy. I don't want that energy. While this man is like, I want to welcome, I'm yearning for you from my heart. So see, this kind of an energy is happening between the two of you. Okay, let's look at the next part. What is the How does the divine masculine sees this connection from his perspective? How does the divine masculine see this connection from his perspective, the Knight of Swords? Wow. So, what I'm getting, guys, out of this energy here is that he's ready to battle. He's ready. He's the warrior of the heart. He is also learning to battle for the truth. So, he knows the way he sees this connection, guys, is that there will be a lot of people who will come between you and him. There are a lot of people in the collective against whom he will have to fight with words and communication more so. So he has to be very frank. He has to be very honest regarding this connection with you, Divine Femme. And he knows that the way he sees this connection from his perspective is that if he doesn't open up and talk, he will not be able to move. So he has to learn to be the warrior of the heart. Take that leap of faith. Speak the truth. Be frank and honest about his opinions towards this connection with you. So he knows that going forward, he's moving into that energy that he will have to definitely fight a battle here. And the battle with the Knight of Swords is more with words and communications, with the mind, because it's also a fact of his intelligence. He knows he will have to be extra intelligent. Like, this is where the turn of the thing is, intelligence, right? The mind is telling him the wheel has to move. His entire stuff towards this connection, the way he sees this, is that for him to move the wheel, he will have to be very, very intelligent with his thought, with his words, with his communication, because there are people around him who otherwise can block him again. So he will have to be over that situation. So he will have to be very smart, not just smart. He will have to be 2-3 levels on top of those people who are still there in his life and who could be stopping him or wanting to stop him, but he has to fight those collective here. That's the way he sees this from his perspective. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. That he will have to battle. He will have to battle, or else he will not be able to win this journey over, nor will he be able to change his life. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. So there will be a lot of verbal, could be a lot of verbal communications that he will have to face from people against whom he will have to be that kind of an energy he will need in order to verbally stop those other people talking about you and him ever. Right? So this is the way he looks in this connection with judgment. Yeah, it's a rebirth. It's a rebirth of the way he looks in this connection. It's a transformation. There is a lot of transformational purging, fundamental change, that he is creating for this journey. The way he is looking into this whole scenario from his perspective is that he needs a renewal. And for that renewal, for that awakening to happen, he will have to clear and purge himself with the card of Pluto or judgment. There is a lot of awakening in him. There is a rebirth that he will have to fight against all odds that people in the collective are still there waiting to stop him from moving towards you. So that is the way he sees this connection from his perspective. Now let's look at the way you see the connection from your perspective, Divine Feminine, the Page of Cups. Yeah. You want to be surprised. You want the apology. Right? You're waiting. You're still waiting to hear some good words against all odds that he had been, not telling you. You want him to tell you something that will surprise you, that will make you jump out of your skin, right? And which you're not expecting. You want to be emotionally fulfilled and happy once again, basically. You want him to come and tell you how much he loves you. Let him start at the bottom. Doesn't matter. But you want to hear something good. You want to hear the sweet, melodious voice that makes your heart sing and joy. Sing in joy, right? So you are in that energy that, come on, speak up. Speak up, tell me the truth. Show me your emotions. Let me know what your emotions are towards me in this story. So the way you are looking at this entire situation from your perspective is that he needs to make you happy again. You need to feel happy. You need to feel emotionally fulfilled. Even if it's at a very basic level, you want him to flirt with you again. You want to feel that, that flirtatious energy come back into the whole story, into the whole game once again. So that means that, he kind of tells you how much he loves you or gives you those vibes to show you his feelings with you or for you in here, divine fan. So you are looking at this whole scenario, waiting to feel that emotional happiness, the start of that emotional happiness in this connection here. Let's look at the Page of Cups. Yeah, see? Dolphins, peace, harmony. That's the energy. You want to feel that. Communication, effective communication, being playful, being humorous, having that fun, the joy, that collaboration of being helpful for one another with the full moon. See? This is the full moon energy of this new beginning that's happening. This expansion, right? This connection is expanding. And you're waiting for it because you know this, you're looking at the whole scenario from your perspective, that you want this expansion. You want this connection to flourish again. You want to be playful with your divine masculine. Both you guys want to have good communication because both you guys can talk, be helpful, be playful, be humorous, have fun just with words. Even if you guys are at a distance, over the telephone, over the text, doesn't matter. Bringing back that source of joy and expansion, being carefree, being enchanted again, having the thrill back into your life in this connection once again. That's how you are looking at the whole scenario, divine feminine. Okay, let's move. The message, guys. What is the message from the divine masculine to you? What's the message? Let's see the message. Haha, the magician. Beautiful. Okay. So what I'm getting, guys, is that he's kind of getting the tools ready. He doesn't have all the tools right now. Okay, he does only have the sword with him. Right? And he has the wand with him. But he still doesn't have the cup and the pentacle with him. Right? So he's not fully equipped. That's what I'm trying to say. So his message is, give me some more time. I'm not fully equipped in here. Okay, I'm getting ready. I'm getting my tools ready, but I still don't have all the tools with me at this point in time because I'm still not completely equipped with the situation here. Right? But some of the tools I do have. Some of the tools I do have, but not all the tools. But I'm creating that. I'm manifesting it. I'm trying to manifest back those tools that I still don't have with me right now. So it's taking me a while, for sure. But I'm coming to the point. I'm learning. I'm relearning how to handle myself. I'm relearning what are the basic tools that I need to be successful in the next part of my life. So, because I don't want to make the mistake of coming to you again, minus a few tools, and trying to start something. So, this time round, I want to come back to you absolutely equipped with my tools ready. Because he has, remember, card number 1, the manifestation. This is a completion of an old lesson that he had. So the world has ended. One part of the story, the chapter is over. So he's restarting a different chapter. So the message is, it's taking me a little bit of a time to get into that situation, right? To get my tools ready. So he is in that, he's telling you that not everything is with me right now, but I am. I'm making sure I get them in the right time, at the right time. Let's look at the magician here. Some of the tools he does have, like I said, but again, he's not fully there as yet. That's his message to you, Divine Femme. The magnifying glass, yeah. The reason, see, he's doing a lot of research. He's looking, there could be a lot of documents. He's examining the fine prints in his life, getting a lot of clarity. He's doing, that's why the tools are not yet in place. Because he's slowly manifesting back the tools, right? One by one. So right now he has the sword ready. To me, the sword is more, logically, he's doing a lot of work. The sword and the wand, he's ready for something. He's got only 2 tools in his hand. But with the 2 tools, he's looking at a lot of important details in his life, the way he wants to now work with the second chapter or the second phase in his life. So that is the reason his message is, I need some time. Because this is, like I said, if you remember, guys, a long time back, I did say that when he comes back to you again in the old energy. You will not be happy, he will not be happy. And this time he has learned his lesson. He's closed the old chapter, because that's where the magician is beginning. Right? With card number 0, he's already crossed the 0, where he's decided to trust his dreams and have faith that he can rebuild the entire thing from ground zero again. So he's trusting, he's learning to trust in the magic, but at the same time, in the 3D, he knows he has to do a lot of fine, detailed print. He has to look into those fine, detailed work, documents that requires his attention, that he probably did not do it before. He did not probably have the time or the energy, or has not paid attention to a lot of things in the past before. Right? So this is where that whole scenario of paying attention to details is what the message for you, Divine Femme, is in here. Okay, now what is your message to your Divine Masculine here? What is your message here? The 2 of Wands. Yeah, this is the 2 of Wands. You, over here, he is holding the globe by himself. But your message is, the moment you're ready, let me know. I'm willing to hold the globe with you. Which means that I'm ready to join you towards the next course in our life. Right? That is your message, because you're waiting for that. You're also at a crossroad. But right now, like I said, right now he's doing a lot of work by himself. He doesn't have anybody but just one person right behind him who could be his mentor, his guide, his friend, his co-worker, anybody. But there is somebody watching him do this work. Right? But he is by himself, which is what you're not being able to trust, Divine Femme. But over here, your message is, the moment you're ready, I will join you. I'm here for you. That is your message to him. Okay, let's look at this 2 of Wands here, where both of you guys can work in unison to go above and beyond this part of your chapter. Libra, King of Air, yeah, strategy. Where both you guys can join hands together to build the right strategy, harmony, and balance for your own justice. It's a card of Venus. Lot of love here. Lot of love here that you guys will be sharing. And your messages, I will be ready when you're ready to talk to me and work with me. We can both work together at the same time for this justice. Beautiful message, Divine Femme. Beautiful. The next one, guys, is the challenge for the Divine Masculine. What is the challenge here for the Divine Masculine? The Seven of Swords. Look, this is what it is. This is his challenge because this is something you're holding against him, and he knows that. He knows that he has. The thing is, because whatever, again, the challenge, the reason it's coming up as a challenge is because he has already done this work, and it's being very difficult for him to undo this from your mind, more so, right? So this is a challenge. He doesn't know now, really. I mean, he had been, see, what he showed you is what he is paying for today. He had been working with people with wrong intentions, very clearly, right? And that is a challenge for him today, to correct himself in front of you, more so, and to correct his intention. So both together is becoming a challenge for this man. Both together, both these two things together of what he has done before with you, or how he has done before things with you, is a challenge. To correct it in front of you is another challenge. Please talk to me about the Seven of Swords. Because remember, we talked about the disguise, that impersonation. That's because of this situation here. Please talk to me about the Seven of Swords. The Queen of Fire, yeah, the strength. He needs a lot of strength for this. Lot of strength, lot of determination in himself to overcome this challenge, guys, in front of you. Because he has to show you how caring he is now. He has to show you how warm he is, how generous he has been. He has not been generous with you before. So that is the challenge for him. He has to show you just the opposite of what you have seen him before. It's a big challenge, guys. It's not a small challenge. Because the ruling planet is the sun here for this card, the Queen of Fire. So she knows everything, and he knows that she knows everything. You are in that energy for him as the Queen of Wands. So the challenge over here is to bring you back towards him in the right way, where he can show and project his generosity, his warmth, of his own hospitality, being hospitable, right? Hospitality. How creative he can be, how caring he can be. So that's a challenge. That's a challenge because you have, like I said, you have seen him in a completely different format. So now the whole format has to be flipped, has to be revised. And that is becoming a challenge for this man in front of you. What is your challenge, Divine Femme? Let's see. What's your challenge? The Three of Cups. Your challenge is the third party. Your challenge is the unity, right? Your challenge are people around this man, or people around this connection, or your challenge is how he can reconcile with you and bring back all the happiness in the story. So you are in that energy of the Three of Cups as a challenge part. Let's see, what is the Three of Cups in here, please? Yeah. Because like I said, your challenge is don't come to me carrying all the baggage anymore of the third party situation. If you're coming back to me, come back to me as the right person, because this was what he did with the third party and you know about it. Right? The Seven of Swords and the Three of Cups. If I consider this as the third party situation, the Seven of Swords is directly mirroring the third party connection for you. And that is where his challenge is with you. Okay, let's look at the Three of Cups. The tree, yeah, the personal growth. You want this fertility. You want to grow this connection. You want this reconciliation, but it should start right from the roots for you. Yeah. You don't want people around you who are going to interfere in your connection with him anymore. You want back the health, the vitality. You want to carry forward the fertility, the lineage that you guys have from your past life together, that is evolving in the right, and you want this evolvement or this evolution to happen in the right way. That's your challenge. That come back to me, but don't come back to me with all this situation and this situation here. So both of you guys are mirroring each other in your own way here with the challenge energy, as well as with this message too. Yeah. You want to be happy. You want to have that complete health and vitality in your life. There is a lot of mirror effect actually that is happening, but some of them are very prominent, some of them are not so prominent, but it's all there. It's all there, right? So this is, you guys know each other very well. If you look overall, in the overall macro way, for the whole situation, don't go into the micro part of the story. Look at it from the macro level. You will see there is a lot of similarities, that you guys are working with each other, knowing what the other one is going through, knowing what the other one has felt before, knowing what the correction has to be done now, knowing what is important moving forward for this journey here. The next one is, what is the divine masculine hoping for, right? Let's look into it. The hope. The King of Pentacles, yeah. Stability of finance in here. That's all he's thinking. He's thinking about a lot of the financial part of the story for this man is an issue right now. Let me tell you that. So he's definitely thinking about starting something new that will build back the finance, or that's why he's taking his time. Remember I said, the magician, he's getting his tools ready. The pentacle is still not with him. That is one of the tools missing. Right? That is one of the tools missing from his life. So he is hoping that if he can bring back or has a good financial advisor who will show him the way to mint the money or expand his current position in terms of finance and stability, that will be a lot of help for this man here. That is what he is hoping for. That either he is hoping to get in contact with a business advisor who will be able to expand his business, that will in turn enable him to bring back another tool in his life, the money part of the story, and make him, get back his empire. So basically, he is hoping to revive his stability, and finance in the right way. That is his hope. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. Hold on, guys. Please talk to me about the King of Pentacles. Because somewhere he has lost his empire. Okay, so if he has to come back into this journey in the right way, this is another tool he will have to be equipped with. That's the money part of the story for you. Divine Feminine is the message. Yeah, see, there is a lot, because see, okay, the hope is the reason being that the reason being that he has been very secretive about his monetary situation with you, Divine Femme. Most of you guys, I'm pretty sure y'all don't know what his real monetary situation has been for a long time. He could have been hoarding for himself. He could have been saving a lot, could have been frugal with his savings, right? He could have been only giving you lip service, and miscommunication was happening because he knew that he did not have that material possession with him anymore. So whatever you have heard from him, he's hoping to make that dream come true, where you will understand that he is a stable man again. Because right now he doesn't feel stable. So he's hoping to improve on his finances and stability, because somewhere he has been miscommunicating with you about this entire story. He has not been giving you the right picture about what he has in the material 3D. You could have seen what he has, you could have known, but you don't know. In reality, Divine Femme, you don't know in reality if this man was speaking the truth about his own situation in front of you. And he knows that. He's hoping that he can turn this around and bring back the Midas touch, so that you, when you see him or know him, you will not feel that he has again cheated you on or cheated upon you. You see? Wow. What is your hope here? Let's look at your hope, Divine Femme. The Queen of Wands. You are in that energy. I think last reading also. So you're hoping for the strength, to keep your strength intact in yourself as the Queen of Wands. Being generous, being charming, being magnetic, magnanimous. Was that the word? Magnanimous. Yeah, magnanimous. Being active, very active. Being in balance of your own situation, your home, your family life, and even your business or work life. Requires a lot of strength, guys. Requires a lot of strength. So you're hoping to keep that strength intact in yourself. That's your hope. You're hoping that you can keep that image that you're holding right now. You could be a little bit stubborn, but you're hoping that you can keep this image in the right situation. You don't want to compromise with your image here, Divine Femme. You don't want to compromise with your image, because this is an image that you have shown the man. This is the image you are in. This is the image you have connected yourself with. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. And you want to keep that image intact. You want to be independent. Right? You want to be independent. You have an opinion of your own. You have a mind of your own. You are more than capable of being active, being generous. You are very, very determined to make things happen. But you also could be stubborn. But that is your image, Lighthouse. Yeah. And that if anybody tramples upon you on this image, they would be having a hard time. So everybody knows you. There is a warning with your image here. Be aware of this woman. Be aware of this woman, or she might be just like shooting off her strength towards her enemies. So her image is telling me that if people communicate, or the divine masculine knows this image of hers, right? He knows this, that this is who she is. Let's put it straight. Let's be blunt. And then he has to use a lot of tact and diplomacy, because he knows if he comes to you otherwise, this lighthouse will start blinking. There is a little tower here. There is a light on top of the tower that will blink. Be aware. Be aware. Be aware. Right? Vigilant. Because you are also vigilant, and you want other people to know that you are not a fool. You are very intelligent, very vigilant, and the people cannot be kind of stupid with you anymore, right? And he knows that too. So you're holding that image. You're pushing people away, people who are not somebody, or situations which is not right for you. You will be very blunt, because you're very independent by yourself, divine femme. So you won't take any BS, and I've said that before. You are showing up more so during this time. What I'm seeing is that you are showing up more so in the Queen of Wands energy. And see, this is the energy that he is having a problem with too, because he has done things wrong with the Queen of Wands. That's it. He's having a very difficult time. Okay. Let's see. Let's move on to the last part. The last part of the story is the overall energy of the divine masculine. Let's see the overall energy of the divine masculine. The Ten of Wands. Okay. So in this card, there are two people here, right? And this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wands upright and 5 on the ground. So there is some kind of negotiation here that is happening with this Ten of Wands towards a new home, a new structure here. I'm going to clarify this. Very interesting, guys, that he is going to be, the overall energy is that he is negotiating some kind of terms and conditions with somebody in his life. There could be a money exchange as well with somebody whom he is paying to kind of barricade a place with this 5 wand. And he has let down the other 5 wands. Okay. But there are still more wands in the upright position. So which means there is some more challenges that is in the way, that he probably is handing over to somebody else, not taking it on himself, is also a part of the story. Let's see. Okay, hold on, guys. 5 of wand. I'm sorry, 10 of wand. Okay, we'll just deal with this energy. Let's see. The 10 of wand here. Very interesting. What is this 10 of wand energy here, please, my spirit? It's not a new home. It is a home that he has been living in. I have a feeling. Hold on. It's a 10 of wand, where there has been a lot of stress and burden around this. Yeah. Okay. Enlightenment, the hanged man. Yeah. Yeah, this is a situation that is developing for him. He's thinking about it. His psychic ability is opening up to understand how he can drop all the 10 bonds in his life. He doesn't want to carry those burdens and responsibilities in his life in the old place anymore. Okay, so what I'm getting, guys, is there's some kind of an enlightenment through some kind of a spiritual enlightenment, more so. Inspiration, spiritual enlightenment. He's taking his time, he's processing information, right? He's processing a lot of information within himself because there are certain things in his life he will have to let go. There are sacrifices he will have to make. But he's being very patient in the overall energy when it comes and concerns the Ten of Wands, where the first five wand is on the ground, which means he's not at all taking responsibility for that. And the rest of the five wand, those responsibility is something he is paying people money for them to come and fulfill that work. He is not taking it on himself. So he is willing to pay people to do things for him, but not taking those five wands on his back anymore. So in reality, he's letting go of the 10 wands. The first five he has already kind of given up, or he is already finished. That responsibility is over. So there are still five more tasks or responsibility that he is diligently sharing with others, not taking it on himself in return for money that he is paying to people to complete that job for him. So he's hanging, he's right now, he is thinking about this, he's processing the information, he's being the dark night of the soul, but he's getting that enlightenment in himself, that spiritual growth in himself of how he can let go of all those burdens that he has been carrying on his back for a very long time. Is that energy that's talking to me about in the overall part? Okay, what is your overall energy, Divine Femme? The world, wow, thank God for that. With all these stories here in the first part, right? Lessons learned. So you see this mirroring. You are completing something, he is beginning something with the wheel. Yeah, with the magician here, right? You don't have the magician. He has the magician, but you have the world. So clearly, it's telling me you are completing a cycle in your overall energy while he is beginning with the wheel, he is beginning a new cycle in this journey with you. That's the mirroring. I told you that there is a lot of mirroring, some which we can visibly see, some which we are not able to understand or see, but they are all there. So you are technically completing a cycle here, and he is technically starting a brand new cycle from the scratch. Okay, let's look at the world card as the overall energy. And even with the 10 of Wands, okay, hold on, guys. Let me first get this out. The world, please. Yeah. Princess of Water, the moon. Very intuitive, artistic, compassionate, dreamy, human sensitivity, perception towards your true north. That's where you are completing the last cycle of your life because your path is leading you towards your truth, towards your discovery, towards a new direction. You're making a plan to explore your world, the world that you haven't seen, the world that you haven't known, to see more, but doing things in the right direction. So your compass is turning your direction towards your life as you in the next couple of days complete the world for yourself, complete a cycle. With the 10 of Wands, he too is completing a cycle here. in the overall. He too is completing a cycle here, but his cycle completion is a little bit different, that involves his material world too, right? So there is a spiritual cycle that in both the twins is coming to life. It's a new start of a new spiritual cycle in both your life, guys. A start of a new spiritual journey in this twin flame connection. Enjoy this reading, guys, and that will be my title. Until I see you once again, leave me with your comments and enjoy this reading, right? Goodbye.